Hey guys, how you doing? I'm going to look at a different way of playing lead guitar today. Quite a snappy, quick session I think, but there are so many different ways of playing lead guitar. So many different ways of soloing or approaching melodies and your lead work. And this is just a different one I've been using. It kind of started as a warm-up exercise and just great exercises on the guitar. This is in the key of E today. I'm going to be splitting my triads and my quadrads. I'm splitting my 1, 3, 5s, my major chord, and then adding a dominant 7 and a major 7. It gives us more of a soundscapey effect, I think. It's perfect for an intro or an epic kind of solo section that can move on to something else. So I'm going to give you a quick example of splitting these triads and quadrads, and then we'll break them down. Okay, so what I was doing there was over the drone of just an E, sometimes with a suspended second or a fourth, so I wasn't adding in my third there. What that does is with that drone is allows my lead work to dictate the key, whether it's major or minor. I was being heavily major there, adding in my major thirds and major 7s. We can do that with flat 7s and also minor chords as well. So having a kind of pad synth like that is a really good way of being quite ambiguous with your key. So what I was doing at first, I'm splitting this I'm going to split my triads and I'm going to play in 3 different inversions over 2 octaves. Okay, so our first one here, and we'll do a closer look as well. So my E major chord there, I'm going root, 3rd and 5th, second inversion. I'm going to be going 3rd, root, 5th, that way around. Now I've got my 5th on the bottom, 1st on the top there, my 3rd in the middle. Repeat of that 1st octave. 2nd octave, same thing, an octave higher. Beautiful. Let's do a close-up of that as well. Okay, so I'm going for this E major shape here. I'm hitting my open E string and then adding my major 3rd and 5th right here. So that's 1st finger, 1st fret, string 3, and then 2nd finger is heading to string 5 on fret 2 there. Picking my open E, 3rd, 5th right there. 1st inversion. Finger wise, I think this is quite important. Let's leave with our 3rd finger here on the G sharp there, which is our 3rd. And then our 5th on the top on string 3, fret 4. And 1st finger on our E on string 4, fret 2. First 2 together there. And now we're going to head up. Just like that, so I've got my 5th there on my root with finger 3, string 6, fret 7. 1st finger, fret 5 on my E there, string 2. And then skipping a string there, finger 2 is heading to fret 6 there on string 4. Let's run through those 3. Okay, lovely. 2nd octave now, I'm heading to fret 7 here. And that's 1st finger, fret 7, string 5 there. Finger 4 next there, fret 9 on string 2, and finger 3, fret 9 also, string 4. Now we're going to take 1st finger up to fret 11 here on string 5 on my A string. 2nd finger is going to land on a B there on fret 12, and then 4th finger stretches over. It's quite a stretch, that one. And that takes us to string 4, fret 14. Let's put those guys together. This one we can find a little closer now. Finger 3, 2 and 1, skipping a string each time, working from string 5 on fret 14, string 3, fret 11, first finger on fret 12 there. Essentially mirroring the shape before. Okay, let's put the higher octave together. And now the whole thing again. Gorgeous. And now I'm going to take a quadrad, so I'm going to be adding a major 7 to my major chord. There's my open position E major 7, and I'm going to split it. So there I went root, 3rd, 5th, and major 7. Now let's go this way around, so now I'm going to be hitting my 3rd, major 7, root, and 5th. 3rd inversion. Now I've added my 5th on the bottom, hitting my root note, my major 3rd, and then my major 7 right here. So when we're doing this, it's splitting that chord beautifully so we can really hear each part of it, and when we invert it in different ways, we just get a different point of view of it. Same thing, but now the octave higher again. Awesome. Let's take a close-up of that one as well. Okay, so the major 7s, much like before with our triads. But now we want to be adding our major 7 in here. Finger-wise, let's go open, finger 2 there on my major 3rd on string 3, fret 1. 3rd's going to stretch to fret 2 there on string 5. First finger there, just above 2nd finger for our major 7. Okay. And now let's skip like this. So we're going to go leading the 2nd finger on the 4th fret there for our major 3rd. Both fingers 3 and 4 there, both on fret 4, strings 2 and 3, with our 1st finger taking the root on fret 2, string 4. Okay, picking from the low to high, outside in. First 2 together. And now we're going to skip up. So I levered my 3rd finger there for my B in my root, which is my 5th. 1st finger, 2nd string, 5th fret. 2nd finger, string 4, fret 6, and then my 4th finger here, importantly for our major 7, is string 3, fret 8. Again, picking from low to high, outside in. First 3 together. Okay, 2nd octave. 1st finger, 4th finger, taking frets 7 and 9 there on strings 5 and 2. 3rd finger's taking our 5th there on fret 9, string 4, and importantly again our major 7 here on fret 8, string 3. Now we're going to head up for our major 7 here. So I'm leading with my 2nd finger here on fret 11 there, string 5. I'm going 3rd finger next on my major 7 on string 1, fret 11, and then let's go for finger 1, fret 9, string 4, finger 4, string 2, fret 12. Always picking low to high, outside in. Okay, now we're going to pop up to our last position here. A little bit of a stretch involved there. It's the same major shape as before, so fingers 1, 2 and 3 sit quite nicely between frets 12, 13 and 14, skipping a string each time. Finger 4 is going to stretch to fret 16 to add our major 7 there. Again, picking low to high, outside in. One more close-up run of the major 7s. So now what we can do is we can take our major 7 and we're going to flatten our 7th, which gives us our dominant 7th there. Great chord, used a lot with jazz and blues, but also with everything else also, and gives us maybe a bit more of a mysterious sound. I love using this one, especially with that drone we were using earlier, because we're essentially mixing in a minor 7 note with a major chord. So adding in that D that you can hear. Okay, so let's go through that. I've got my root, 3rd, 5th, dominant 7. In this voice in here, I've got my 3rd on the root, and then I'm going to hit my dominant 7, root, and 5th. So now I've got my fifth in the root, one on top there, major third, dominant 7 on the middle there. And now I'm going to repeat, but do the octave higher again like we did before. Let's have a close-up of that as well. Okay, so close-up of the dominant 7s here. We helped out here with our first shape by just using the open D string, so much like we did with our triad, open first fret string 3 and second fret string 5 with the open D. Now here's a bit tricky. A great voicing for an E7 chord or any dominant 7 chord. Third finger leading there, fret 4. So I'm going fret 4, string 6. Second finger here is on fret 3, string 2. Taking our root note here, first finger fret 2, string 4, and fourth finger's taking the 5th. Fret 4, string 3. First two together. Love that. This one here, much like the major 7 before, but we're just flattening our major 7 to a dominant 7. So a skip of strings here from 1, 2, and 3 between frets 5, 6, and 7, skipping a string each time. Fourth finger landing on fret 7 on our G string. And moving straight on up. Again, much like the major 7, flattening our major 7 to a dominant 7. First and fourth fingers, frets 7 and 9 on strings 5 and 2, adding in our major 7 there. Dominant 7 there, sorry, and our 5th with our third finger. Play it like that, or we could even bar. Okay, cool. Getting a little more tricky as we head up the neck here. This position is fantastic. So this first finger, fret 9, string 4. Second finger is taking the dominant 7 on the top here for our D, and that's string 1, fret 10. Our root note here for this one is going to be our G sharp, so third on the root, third finger, fret 11, string 5, and then our fourth finger taking the B there, which is our 5th on fret 12, string 2. Moving on. A little more pleasing on the hand, this one here, again splitting the strings, fingers 1, 2 and 3 between frets 12, 13 and 14, fourth finger taking the dominant 7 on fret 15 here on our B string. Okay, there's going to be a PDF of all the tablature for this below the video. Take this as an exercise at first, use it to run through. And then we'll start to add the dominant 7s and the major 7s to that. It's a really wholesome exercise there for string skipping, understanding how the chords are built and how to invert them, and then use them in your lead work. I'm going to do a little play out with the shapes again. I might introduce some of the dominant 7s this time as well. Thanks for listening, hit the bell, subscribe, and look out for more videos from me. Hope that made sense today, guys.